How you doing, YouTube? Massive Beer Reviews, back with some Hot Butcher up in this piece. Been a hot minute. Yeah. Bright Box. Yeah. This is a 5.7% alcohol by volume American Pale Ale that is Taiheke and Motueka-hopped plus Phantasm. So it's Taiheke hopped, Motueka hopped, and Phantasm hopped. So they say Taiheke and Motueka hopped plus Phantasm. I assume that means the first two are like brew hops and the last one's a dry hop. I don't know. Anyway, this can is from 720. Almost 2 months old. I got this box today from Hot Butcher. They talk about this being fresh tropical, zingy. There you go. Zingy lemon lime and dank grapefruit. They changed their font on their notes back there a little bit. A little harder to read. So yeah, this box arrived early this morning. FedEx usually doesn't come till hazy beer. Much later. It came like 10 a.m. This has been sitting in my fridge all day. It is now 8:30 in the afternoon. Or night, or evening. Evening is the word people use. So we'll see how this sucker rolls. I got a fruit fly in here. I want to kill it so bad. I like this label. I like this little Jetson Jammer. It reminds me of kind of Sesame Street. I don't know why. Something about it. Maybe it's little googly eyes. I don't know. So I dig on that. And as far as this beer looks, besides my Dirty Glass Mafia, it actually has this like rich, dense, super hazy creaminess, but that head has a little bit of rockiness on me. A rockiness that reminds me of carbonic acid. Yeah, when, I don't know. Something about it. It has this kind of lacing kind of delicateness to it. So we'll see how this sucker plays off. But it definitely looks the part of a big old hazy. You're talking 5.7. Looks much, much bigger than that. Let's see if we can get a nose. Fruit fly die. Where'd it go? Oh, I'll get you. I didn't get him. Let's get a nose. It's one singular fruit fly. I kind of... Come on. God damn it. I kind of get that little bit of carbonic thing going on here. I never, ever, ever really ever got that from Hot Butcher before. I don't remember. So it has this big, huge citrus component. Like citrus bursting at the seams. You're getting these orange and lemon lime and just grapefruit, pineapple. All these huge, big bursting citrus notes. But there's a little bit of carbonic thing on there. So there's a little bit of seltzer thing going on. There's a little bit of fluttering green that is like leaning like weed pulling greeniness and a sweetness to it. Almost like a tangy kind of orangina kind of thing, but nothing too overly like kind of artificial, whatever. I'm really interested about this. Let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah. It's got a decent acidic carbonic level to it. Very much seltzer-y. Comes off way less sweet because of that. I want to kill this fruit fly so bad, you guys have no idea. Anyway. Massive fruit fly reviews. Yeah. This is a weird one. I don't think I've ever had a beer like this from Hot Butcher. It has that big kind of carbonic acid thing. That big seltzer-y component. It's just not my jam. I know a lot of breweries use it, kind of help beef up a little bit of stuff here and there, almost like a pseudo-subtle kind of version of MSG when it comes to kind of like hop presence in beer, but I'm super sensitive to it. So when it's used, even at, you know, what would be kind of low, medium levels, I tend to be quite sensitive to it. And here, it just comes off as like, and when I say seltzer water, I mean like seltzer water, not like soda. I mean like unflavored seltzer water. That's what I taste with hop particulate with beer. Basically, imagine if you took like a 5 or 6% IPA. And this is probably the best way I could explain it. I've never actually done this before. It'd probably be the best. Is that you took a 5 or 6% IPA, or in this case, like 6 or 7, and you did 2/3 beer, 1/3 like seltzer water, not like tonic water, seltzer water. Pour it in there. It's kind of what I taste. And it kind of just disconnects me from the beer quite a bit and makes me not like it all that much. I love Hot Butcher. They're one of my favorite hop forward breweries going around. Not to mention their dark stuff is pretty good too. But their hop forward stuff is quite delicious. And they're always doing this kind of cool, kind of like Hot Butcher fuckduggery thing where they kind of do their own kind of twist and turn and all kinds of fun stuff on hops. And this is kind of the opposite of that. And it kind of bums me out a little bit. It's very much what a lot of breweries are turning to. You know, a lot of big breweries breweries, a lot of medium breweries, a lot of like hip boutique breweries, from Trillium to Dancing Gnome to Foam, and those kind of breweries that I'm really just carbonic forward breweries for me. I've never ever had that before from Hop Butcher, so it's kind of surprising to get it here. Now, they sent me a nice box of mixed beers. More often than not, when Hop Butcher sends off a box, it's like, 4 or 5 rows of the same beer, so I get like a lot of dupes. I got no dupes in this. There's some repeats of stuff that I've reviewed previously, and if I haven't reviewed those in quite some time, I'll definitely go back into those, see what they come off as. I'm curious to see what everything else in this box comes off as, because this is a very foreign kind of experience when it comes to Hop Butcher. So this is my first one out of this box, and it's been a while. Like, they usually send out beers quite often, and it's been like about 3 months, about 4 months since they've sent stuff off. Words are hard. Since they've sent stuff off, and it's usually about once to twice a month. So I'm kind of curious to see if this is them growing in to the new facility. They moved into and they purchased the facility from Half Acre, their original facility. So I don't know if this is they're finally brewing their own equipment. So blah 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 blah. But I think this is from canned on 7. Looks like 720. This is 915. I don't know if we're actually brewing at the brewery by then, so take that for what it's worth. Yada yada. Anyway, again, not my favorite Hop Butcher. Probably one of my least favorite ones I've had ever. Just because those low ABV ones really kind of turned me on. This one just kind of brings a little bit of that kind of too big carbonic thing for my liking. Even though there's some fun around it, the way that bursting kind of leaning subtly into that kind of orangina tangy thing, which I can like on some of these IPAs, especially lower ABV stuff. They're a little bit robust. I can get down with that little bit of kind of like MSG, again, bringing that up, kind of level of fruitiness. But yeah, it is what it is. Not horrible. It's kind of not great either. Not my best beer review. It's been like a week since I did a beer review, so excuse the poop-tasticness. Anyway, let's talk about it. It's one of the better Hop Butcher beers I've had. Is like that wide open? No, it has not been. Value and availability, no idea. People let me know what's what and leave you with if you like what we like this beer. If you're one of those people, when I talk about this carbonic acid thing and how it irritates me, and you go, I have no idea what this dude's talking about, I'm drinking the same beers and I don't get it, you'll love this because you don't get it. It's a susceptible thing. Some people just aren't kind of in tune with that. I am. It bothers me. If you're not, you'll like this. So there you go. We're reviewing the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massif if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. Hopefully enjoying a little bit of Hop Butcher right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.